The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Croccan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrex Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Baldwin, Kansas, Baldwin High School for the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. Girard Trojans getting set to take on the Baldwin Bulldogs, the host school. Right now we're being entertained by Wellsville and Augusta. We do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Croccan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Croccan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Croccan has to offer at ckt.net. Trojans come into tonight's game 6-2 off of a lopsided win over Bishop Seabury, 64-36 on Tuesday night. Baldwin coming in off of a win over Bishop Seabury, I believe Wednesday night. And but that one much closer, a 65-58 game. So Bishop Seabury really gave Baldwin a run for their money on Wednesday night. And so just not sure what we're going to see out of these two teams here tonight. We'll take another look at both of these squads, the tournament brackets as they sit right now and all that as we move forward in the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. But we are going to take a quick break. We'll take a look at all that. When we come back, you're going to ready to watch the Trojans and the Bulldogs on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back out to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. Getting set for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baldwin Bulldogs. I'm Josh Leder, alongside me, Jess Murphy. We want to let you know that our pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Jess, an anomaly of tournament seeding in this game here. If Wellsville wins
by six,
then that entire side of the bracket's in a three-way tie.
Yep.
Based on what margin of victory.
Yep.
And so then it comes down to coin flips between three teams. But basically, they're drawing a name out of a hat.
Yep. Draw 1, 2, 3 out of a hat. But look.
Well, it's wait and see if we have to have some creative problem solving here on that side of the bracket. Trojans and the Bulldogs have pretty much sorted out their side of the bracket as both teams beat Bishop Seabury.
Yep, winner takes first on that side.
And then we'll have an idea of who and when we play tomorrow. It's kind of hanging in the balance right now. You just play it by ear, I guess.
Yep.
And see how this one shakes out tonight.
And currently Wellsville is the 50 to trailing Augusta 50 to 52.
Augusta, the road team, which Girard will be later on tonight, so that's somewhat confusing, I know. But let's take a look at some of the area matchups going on tonight across the region. Jayhawk Lynn at 8-2 is at 2-6 Uniontown. Winless Prairie View at 0-9 is at 1-9 Oswego, so I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that one, Jess. Chitopa 0-7 is at 5-5 Altoona Midway. 6-4 Rock Creek is at 5-5 Labette County. Caney Valley at 1-5 visits Riverfield Country Day School at 13-3. 4-6 Independence is at 4-4 Ottawa. Tonight in Frontenac, they're hosting their own tournament there, and Frontenac hosts Nevada tonight. And then across town in the Bill Hanson Memorial Tournament at Pittsburgh High, Pittsburgh hosts Carthage, and Carl Junction takes on Blue Valley Northwest. Both of those games tipped at 4 o'clock, so we might have a final score on those for you. Earlier this week, Some scores to keep in mind. Riverton lost to Columbus by 10, 58-48. Fort Scott defeated Lafayette of St. Joseph, Missouri, 62-19. Bishop Miege beat Chanute, 73-51. Iola topped Humboldt, 42-28. Andover Central beat Carthage, Missouri, 57-43. And Parsons beat College Heights Christian out of Joplin, 55-47. And in the first round over there at the Bill Hanson Memorial, Pittsburgh beat Willard out of Springfield, 79-57. That look at your area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing. You can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. We're going to step away for another break. We'll be back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll talk keys to the game, starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off here from Baldwin, Kansas. The Trojans and the Bulldogs getting set to tip it off in the nightcap here from the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back out here to Baldwin High School. Less than a minute left in the opening game here tonight between Wellsville and Augusta. Augusta ahead by 4 here, and Wellsville in foul mode. Guess they'll send Augusta to the line here, and if Augusta able to hold on and win this one, then we don't have to worry about that three-way tie.
Nope. Augusta will take the 1 seed out of that side.
I threatened if this one went to overtime, Jess, we'd just turn the crowd mic up and let it ride.
Just go.
Yeah. Ugh. Big turnover. Bryce Kessler here tonight, broadcasting for Baldwin. He's part of the Varsity Sports Live
package,
family, whatever. And so we're splitting a video feed tonight, so Jess doesn't have to run the camera. Right, nice, Jess.
Right, it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
So all the bad camera shots, you can just text someone else because it's not going to be my fault this time.
You could still text Jess about it. You can relay it on to the poor sucker who's running the camera tonight.
I get to watch the game off in the court tonight instead of out of a little bitty monitor.
I'm expecting some really thoughtful insight tonight, Jess.
Well, don't expect too much is all I can warn you.
We're just waiting for this one to wind down here. Have a lot better idea of how things are going to shake out tomorrow after tonight's games. It looks like Augusta's going to come away with the win here as they're up by 8. Stranger things have happened, though.
Yeah, it's going to take a miracle. 8 points, 38 seconds.
Wellsville just about, 10 miles down the road here from Baldwin.
Yeah.
And so basically a home game for the Eagles tonight. Now some younger players coming into the game for Wellsville. Just kind of calling off the dogs a little bit.
Might be too close for that. I don't know.
I don't know. Quick foul, just 2 seconds went off. Hurts my feelings that can't use these stats that I printed off for you just because you didn't bring your glasses.
Well, you can read them. I mean,
I even blew them up.
Right, they're pretty big.
I mean, they're not like flashcards with one letter on each card. I mean. Well, it looks like Augusta is going to put this one to bed here as they lead by 8. Just over 30 seconds left. Wellsville going to try and get a shot off quickly or draw a foul. And they do just that, but the clock continues to run. They're going to try and turn Augusta over here. There's a quick foul. 20 seconds on the clock. Still not out of reach. It's kind of relaxing to watch high school basketball, Jess, when you don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
You're just watching basketball.
Augusta's done a great job here coming down the stretch and making all their free throws. They miss a handful of these, and this is a close ball game.
A lot of these dudes from Augusta look like they're really into fitness.
Looks as though they got a great weight room program in Augusta, doesn't it?
No doubt.
And I haven't mapped it. I don't know how far Augusta would be from Baldwin. I guess you just get on I-35 and come on up. But when I think of Augusta, man, I think that's a long ways away.
Oh, about as far as Girard. Well, they did get the benefit of an interstate.
Yep. We're about halfway here on the close to an interstate. 69.
Not too bad, actually.
Yep.
All right, we'll step away for our third break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. This one will wrap up here quickly. It looks like Augusta's going to pull away with the win. And we'll be back and talk Trojans and Bulldogs on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. It's a transitory period here between games as different sets of fans move in and out. Trojan fans taking their seat, the Augusta and Wellsville fans hitting the highway. This is, of course, a home game for Baldwin, so it'll be pretty loud over on this side of the arena. Trojans come into the game 6-2, Baldwin 9-1. Trojans sitting in third place currently in the Girard sub-state, as you can see right there. Galena in the driver's seat at 10-0. Columbus with the win over Riverton moves to 9-1. They have the Trojans there at 5-2. It's actually 6-2. And then you see Riverton right behind at 5-4 after the loss to Frontenac. And we just keep an eye on that as the season goes on. And the sub-state bracket is kind of weird the way they shake it out at the sub-state tournament. So the one doesn't play the bottom seed. They divide the bracket. So you're almost better off being towards the bottom half of the middle as opposed to the bottom half of the top, I guess. You know what I'm saying, Jess?
Yeah.
As far as your seeding, because you end up playing that number 1 seed, and that's a tough game right off the bat. It'd be nice to get a game or two under the Trojans' belt before taking on a high seed in the tournament, but all that's a ways down the road. The tournament we're concerned with right now is the Baldwin Invitational. Trojans taking on the host school, Baldwin, and whether they win or lose tonight will determine when and who they play tomorrow. So a lot of things in flux right now. We do know that Trojans are playing tomorrow. We'll have it for you here on Girard Sports Live. We just don't know who or when yet, but we'll figure that out as the night goes on. We're about 12 and a half minutes away from tip-off here in Baldwin. Again, we mentioned that the Trojans handily defeated Bishop Seabury Tuesday night in the opening game of the tournament here, 64-36. Baldwin had a bit closer run with the Seahawks, winning that one 65-58. Kind of came down to the wire, actually. And not really sure what to make of that, Jess. Did Baldwin struggle? Did Bishop Seabury play their tails off, play the game of their life? Because the team that the Trojans played Tuesday night did not look like a team that was going to give Baldwin a run on Wednesday night.
No, I wouldn't have thought that would have happened either, but they are high school kids. It's any given day. And we talked about it some Tuesday night. Seabury missed a lot of wide open layups as well. They couldn't, it was like a lid on their end of the basketball. They kind of struggled getting the ball to go down in the hoop. But so, yeah, I don't know. I'm anxious to see what we're going to see tonight, I guess.
We do know that several guys for Baldwin can shoot from beyond the arc. They got a little bit of size as well. They are a team that likes to get up and down. And Trojans are going to have to play, I think, really good perimeter defense and do well on the defensive boards tonight to keep this crowd out of this game, Jess.
And I wholeheartedly agree, and that's one that could play right into some of Trojans' strengths. I do believe Trojans is, from what I've seen, one of the superior defensive teams that we watch throughout the season, that in-your-face type, man-to-man type defense. And Coach Westcott and his staff will switch them out to a zone or push them into a half-court trap or whatever it takes. I just think that these boys do a really good job. But I think tonight, Josh, what they're going to have to fight the most is maybe this crowd. That we've come 2 hours north and stepped right into a Bears den. It looks like this place is full tonight, and there's a lot more purple than there is maroon.
And there's from what you can see on the video, there's a mezzanine that surrounds this place, so it's like everybody's darn near on top of you.
Yep.
When you're down there on the court, and an intimidating place to play for sure. Trojans are going to have to overcome that tonight. They've got a little experience in this arena from Tuesday night. We'll see if that pays off. But those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Well, I think we're going to take another quick break. We come back, we'll have starting lineups as we move closer to tip-off from here in Baldwin. It's the Trojans and the Bulldogs coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself, when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. Just that Baldwin Pep Band is making a real run at Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Yep. Rub some funk on it, kids.
You know, like we talk about all the time, it's a wonderful thing about high school sports and indoors. Pep band's always blaring right there. It's just, it's loud, it's fun, it's exciting.
It's all good as long as you're not sitting right with the pep band. And then you can't hear yourself think.
That was Baxter, wasn't it? I mean, we were right beside him.
Right, and then
yeah.
BJ and I did a game from Independence once where we were literally, I was sitting right next to the tuba player. Like, we were in the band, man, for the night. Trojans come into the game 6-2, Baldwin 9-1. Both have wins this last week over Bishop Seabury. Academy out of Lawrence. Trojans handled them easily. Baldwin, it was a little bit closer run of a thing. But you mentioned it earlier, Jess, if Bishop Seabury had hit their open layups against the Trojans, it might have been a different story. They just weren't falling, and might not have been the case against Baldwin. But nonetheless, Trojans and the Bulldogs are going to settle it here on the court tonight. And the winner of this will be the top seed in this side of the bracket, and we'll play the top seed out of the other side of the bracket, which I believe is Augusta. Is that right?
Yes.
So you're shooting for that matchup with Augusta at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you're the Trojans, the more worser you do, the earlier you play in the day, I believe.
I believe
how it goes.
So right. the way I read it,
I believe the Trojans will either play late in the afternoon or in the evening. Somebody is going to have to tip off at 1 o'clock, and I hope it's not us. Yeah, that's all I can say. But let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Your starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First for the Baldwin Bulldogs, they'll start number 10, 6-foot junior Talon Torres. Number 11, 6'3 junior Riker Grossner. Number 12, 6'1 freshman Cooper Carr. Number 13, Cooper's brother Caleb, a 5'11 senior. And number 25, 6'4 senior Samuel Darnell. Trojans will have their familiar starting five tonight. Number 5, 6'2", junior Aiden Troike. Number 11, 6'4", senior Luke Nigaman. Number 12, 6-foot senior Alex Kester. Number 22, 6'5", senior Tommy McDowell. And number 25, 6'2", senior Aiden Damon. Trojans again be without the services tonight of Ethan Brooks, and we're going to see how Luke Nigaman's looking. Coach said he rolled his ankle a little bit in practice, so we'll see how mobile Luke is tonight for Girard, see how many minutes they can get out of him. And the coach said kind of a different looking team without Luke out there on the floor, so we hope that he can make it. He leads the team in rebounds. He's a great distributor with the ball, passing on the inside. His assist to turnover ratio is ridiculous. I don't have that. I'll have to look it up here real quick, but it's the best on the team. So definitely a guy you want in the game, Jess.
Right, and then he broke out there Tuesday night and led the team in scoring. I think he had 12 points. He finally got to see Luke take the ball to the basket some, and he was hitting some of those turnaround jumpers and looked really nice. I see that left ankle's taped pretty tight down there above his high-top Nike tennis shoes.
Well, let's hope that tape job holds up tonight for Nigaman, because the Trojans are going to need him on the inside tonight. And like we mentioned, Baldwin got 3 guys who shoot the ball from the perimeter. They're an athletic team. They like to get up and down. They got the home court advantage tonight, a good crowd on hand here in Baldwin.
Good crowd.
So the Trojans are going to have to overcome a lot here tonight and get off to a hot start, try and keep this crowd out of this game if they want to have a shot at this one tonight here in Baldwin. Well, we've seen Coach Westcott pull off bigger upsets than this, Jess, and if there's anybody who can muddy up somebody's game plan, it's Coach Westcott.
I have no doubt. Everybody knows that I'm a Coach Rod Westcott homer, so we'll just leave it there, because I think he gets upset at me every time when I tell everybody, and Rod, we will trust.
When you
I'll
start
promise you
gushing
that.
on him?
Right.
All right. Well, we'll keep the gushing to a minimum then. We'll step away for another break because we're getting closer to tip-off here. They're going to have the national anthem, perhaps, and introduce the starting lineups, but we're almost ready to tip it off between the Trojans and the Bulldogs. Coming up right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back out here to Baldwin High School. They're introducing the starting lineups to the crowd. We took care of that before the break. Winner of tonight's game will go on to play Augusta in the tournament championship game tomorrow night from here in Baldwin. The loser, we don't know what happens to them. We don't know their fate, and hope we don't have to.
Well, they'll play one of the other games.
Yeah, they'll play earlier in the day.
Right.
We wouldn't know what to do if we weren't getting out of Baldwin at the crack of midnight, Jess, so we're certainly hoping for the championship game.
I just hope Taco Bell stays open late.
I thought it was every Taco Bell stays open late.
For the Bulldogs, 5'11" senior, number 13, Caleb Girard. And for Girard Trojans, 6'2" senior, number 25, Aiden Damon.
And those are your starting lineups. Baldwin coached by Don Blanchett. Girard coached by Rod Westcott.
About time for some basketball.
Luke Nigeman set to tip it off against Samuel Darnell. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your family and friends beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even glasses from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. And the tip is controlled by the Trojans, and we're underway here in Baldwin. It's Aiden Troike swinging around up top to Kester. Now McDowell with it. Trojans keep working it around the perimeter. You can see Baldwin really bringing the defense out past the three-point line, trying to disrupt the Trojan offense. Nigeman over on the far side. Working against Darnell, picks up his dribble, now gets it to Troike. It's Girard trying to be patient. Down low to McDowell, twisting in the lane, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound comes down to Riker Grossner, and here's Baldwin coming back the other way. This is Caleb Carr. Kicks out, gets it back. Now gives it up to Grossner. Around to Torres. His shot won't go, tipped around, ends up back with Torres. Kicks it out to Carr, and they'll reset the half court. Carr into the lane, almost has it stripped, kicks out. Now Carr again with it. They continue to work it around the perimeter. It's a very active offense for Baldwin. Trojans playing a man-to-man defense early here tonight. Trying to get the backdoor cut. Kester does a good job of cutting it off. Torres back to Carr, goes baseline, forced out, and he throws it away. First turnover of the ball game, gives the ball back to the Trojans. We're still scoreless here first quarter from Baldwin.
Right, and that's what I was talking about, that defense there. Baldwin had many times they dribbled the basket and dished, and Trojan defense was always right there in their face to deny a shot.
Troike out to Damon, long three on the way, rattles off just short. And quickly back the other way comes Baldwin. Shot on the way from Darnell, blocked, and his putback, no good, but a foul, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. That's why the Trojans got to keep Darnell off of the boards tonight. And, you know, Luke playing with a 1.5 wheels tonight, so a lot's going to fall on Tommy McDowell to battle down there, pick up some of that slack under the boards for Nigaman.
Yeah, and Tommy right there just blocked that first shot, but then he committed the foul when he come back and attempted the second one.
It's McDowell's first team foul on the Trojans, as Darnell missed the first. And rattles the second one home. 1-0. Baldwin here early. McDowell will handle down the floor for the Trojans. For Girard Jets, it seems like it's getting that first shot to fall is a huge deal for these guys. Once they get that first shot down, everything kind of loosens up, but kind of playing tight here tonight, as we see there with the errant pass from McDowell. No shot clock to work against, so they can be patient. Troike will pull the trigger on a three and hits. That's a big sign for Girard. Aiden Troike hits the three. Trojans have their first lead of the night. Carr with it, working against Kester. Now back to Torres, now to Torres in the corner. Kicks it to Darnell, gets it back. He'll shoot the three and hits. And lots of guys on this Baldwin roster can shoot that three. Trojans can't. Drop back and play soft defense on the perimeter. Baldwin with the 4-3 lead. Into the lane, and Troike's shot won't go, but Nigaman is there for the rebound and the putback. First bucket of the night for Luke Nigaman gives the Trojans a 1-point lead. Long three on the way from Grossner, won't go. Nigaman with the rebound. Ankle looked pretty good right there, Jess.
Yeah, looked good on that putback while ago too.
They get it down low to Kester. Quick turnaround, won't go. Alex a little off balance there. And Darnell comes down with the rebound. He'll handle up the floor, gives it up to Carr. He'll work off the screen, shoot the three, short with it. Rebound comes down to Darnell. Stripped away and stolen by Aiden Damon. And Trojans back in business offensively. Quickly ahead to Troike. Off the dribble, can't get it to go. And, oh, man, Trojans had their backs turned. They could have come up with a play there. But now Carr has it on the offensive end. Torres back to Carr in the corner. Long three on the way. McDowell lost to Grossner, and he hits a three. And now Baldwin by two.
Now, the reason Trojans had their back turned on defense is Baldwin team's flat sprinting up and down this court. They have to get back on defense.
Nigaman will try the three, way short with it. Kester tried to poke the rebound away, couldn't do it. Now back the other way comes Carr for Baldwin. Dishes into the corner to Cooper Carr. Now Darnell with it in the lane. He'll kick it back out and around. Torres in the corner working baseline, and he walked with it. Turns it over to the Trojans. Hayden Damon will take a seat. So will Alex Kester. Brett Clevenger and Colton Dressler check into the game for Girard.
And Kester stayed in. Nigaman set out here. Kester's going to just come back to inbound.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of heads in my way, Jess.
I could actually see the whole court tonight.
Troike thought about a three, now puts it on the floor, into the lane, off the glass, and good. Good to see Aiden being aggressive tonight. 5 points, and we're tied at 7. That's Torres from the corner, can't get it to go. Rebound, Troike. Pushes ahead to Kester in the corner, now back to Troike. They'll reset. Dressler coming down the lane, jump stop, now kicks back out. Shot on the way for McDowell is good. Big three-pointer by Tommy McDowell. Trojans have a 3-point lead. Man, Baldwin gets down the floor quick. 3-point shot on the way, won't go. Rebound McNow. Troike into the lane, floater off the iron, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Torres, and he looks to push, and Troike fouls him near midcourt. Not the greatest foul by Aiden. He had some defensive help behind him there. I think he just wanted to stop the momentum of that. And this Wellsville team wants to get up and down, Jess.
Yeah, Baldwin's fast up and down the court here, yeah.
Just got done watching Wellsville. Troike will take a seat.
They play this game like a sprinter, not like a marathon here.
Clevenger really the only true guard out on the floor right now. I guess you could say Kester maybe. They can work it around the perimeter. Cooper Carr, baseline, as they're looking for an open shot, and they get it for Grossman. And you just cannot leave him.
Well, they set 3 ball screens to get him open.
That's 6 points for Grossner, and we're tied at 10. Clevenger cutting in the lane, gets it to Kester. Over to Dressler. Nice passing by the Trojans. First bucket for Colton Dressler. And Girard by 2. Into the lane, shot on the way, won't go. Rebound down to Luke Nigaman. That was Joey Zimbecki. Just checked into the game. Grossman will sit. Sam Darnell into the game. Aiden Damon in for the Trojans, replacing Kester. Or nope.
McDowell.
Replacing McDowell. There we go. Nigaman with it on the wing. Into the lane. Oh, Damon had a hard time handling the pass. Juggled it. And that's a turnover for the Trojans. I believe it's their first of the game.
And Damon had a choice there to get called for traveling or try to dish it to somebody that wasn't quite there.
Girard still holding that 2-point lead, under a minute to play here first quarter. It's been a competitive affair between the Trojans and the Bulldogs. That pass deflected, ends up with Darnell. He gets the shot to go. He's got 3 points, and we're tied at 12. Damon gets it over to Nigaman. Cutting Dressler over to Nigaman. Into the corner to Damon. Now Kester with it in the lane, loses the dribble. Darnell comes away with it. Trojans just, nobody wanted to take the shot there. Darnell barrels in. Now he's driving the lane, won't go. Rebound comes down to Nigaman. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're tied at 12. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341. 341.
One quarter in the books. We're tied at 12. Trojans And the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin with just one loss on the season, coming to Eudora back on January 6th. Trojans trying desperately to give them their second of the season here. Darnell to the elbow, and he walked with it. Fourth turnover of the night against Baldwin. Trojans with the ball here with a chance to take the lead. Troike lost his dribble, gets it back. Now Nigaman with it at the wing. Work it around. Down low to Troike. Spinning, elevates, shot on the way is good. 7 points for Troike. Trojans back on top by 2. This is Caleb Carr into the lane, trying to get it off to Darnell. Does, back out to Grossman, trying to get his shot off. Now out to Caleb Carr. Now Carr with it, and he's fouled by McDowell. And he was coming for the contact. Tommy left his feet, and you're going to get that whistle every time. That's 2 on McDowell, third team foul on Girard.
Baldwin's yet to commit a foul.
If you believe that. Hit it. First point of the night for Caleb Carr. Baldwin 2 of 3 tonight as a team from the stripe. Make that 3 of 4. And we're all tied up at 14 again.
I feel this is going to be a good one, Josh.
McDowell with it on the baseline. Goes to work into lane. Little turnaround is good. 5 points for McDowell. Trojans back on top by a pair. Grossman open again. Almost hit it. Grossner's a darn good three-point shooter, and he's had a couple of open looks. And there's a foul here, and we'll see who they get this one on, and it's on Cooper Carr. His first team foul against the Bulldogs. Nip and tuck. Here's Trojans inbound from their baseline. Damon gets it into Kester, up top to McDowell. In the corner to Damon now. Kester with it on the blocks again. Dowell into the lane, gets it to Troike. Oh, bad pass to Kester. Just zigged when he thought he was going to zag. And McDowell gets the block, but right there with the rebound and the putback is Cooper Carr. 2 blocks tonight for Tommy McDowell, but didn't have any help back there. Carr able to gather the rebound and get the putback, and we're tied at 16. Kester with it on the wing into the corner to McDowell. He'll pull the trigger. No good off the back iron. Ball tipped away. And off to the races is Zembecki. Now he kicks it back out to Carr, and they'll set up the half-court offense. Carr will pull the trigger from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Nigaman. 4 maroon jerseys under the bucket there to get that one. Trojans trying to take the lead back here. McDowell in the corner now. Damon, turnaround jumper, about 10 foot. Can't get it to fall. And here comes Caleb Carr back the other way. Gets it to Grossner. Now back to Carr down the lane. Out, shot on the way from Zembecki. Won't go, but right there to get the rebound is Darnell. And a shot on the way from Cooper Carr is good. Can't leave him at the perimeter, Jess. Can't leave him on the perimeter. And the Trojans keep collapsing that defense and leaving open shooters. McDowell for 2, and he hits. 7 points for Tommy McDowell. Trojans need a defensive stop. Caleb Carr's pivoting. Now Grossner walks with it. 5th turnover of the game unofficially for Baldwin. McDowell will take a seat. Colton Dressler into the game for Girard. Troike will take a seat. Clevenger in. Troike a little gassed. This up and down game is going to test the fitness. Pretty much everybody on the floor tonight. There's a timeout on the floor. Baldwin wants to talk it over. Full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing it by 1. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Trojans have the ball coming out of the timeout. They trail it by 1. Kester hasn't been real sure with the dribble tonight, Jess. That could be from the defense that Caleb Carr is applying, but I've seen him questionable with it a couple times. Niggleman's turnaround won't go, and the rebound comes down to Torres. Now Caleb Carr with it. Grossner. You can see maybe why Bishop Seabury gave these guys a run, because they like to get up and down the floor and drive the bucket as well. And if their shots aren't falling, Grossner missed right there. Trojans with it now. Niggleman had a good look on the last possession, just couldn't get it to fall. It's been a nip and tuck game. Nobody's led by more than 3, I'm sorry. Kester with it at the elbow. He'll go ahead and pull the trigger. And it seems like Trojans last couple times down the floor, Jess, have been settling for jump shots just because it seemed there was anything better. There's a carry. Ball partially blocked, and Trojans getting out-rebounded on the boards tonight by Samuel Darnell. He's doing a hell of a job. And he earns himself a trip to the stripe right there.
I need to look up the definition of a screen, too. I'm not sure you're allowed to set a moving screen.
No, you're not, but you do it until they call it, you know.
They've done it well tonight.
Kind of like holding in football. You do it until they call it. Darnell misses the first. Troike in the game replacing Clevenger. Really, Coach tonight about 3 guards he can dependably rotate in and out of the game, so it's going to be fairly constant rotation of those 3 guys tonight between Troike, Damon, and Clevenger. Trojans with the ball now. Niggleman handles it up the floor. Damon with it way up top. Luke will pull the trigger on a 3-way, strong with it. And it's off Kester, out of bounds. Settling for shots, Jess.
Yeah, I think they need to work the ball a little bit harder. Early in that first quarter, they was getting some good looks, and I think they're still there if they just keep moving the ball here.
Right, just kind of getting impatient with it and hoisting up shots last few times down the floor. Trojans fortunate, still just a 1-point game. Zimbecki with it, gives it up This is Caleb Carr working off a moving screen.
Right, that's illegal.
5 points for Carr. 4-point lead for Baldwin. And I don't know why Coach Westcott ought to be throwing a fit about that. And there's another turnover by Girard.
Yep.
Just not looking very sharp offensively here after that timeout. And now Coach Westcott wants to talk it over. I think that's a good one. It's 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. But, yeah, we've seen a few moving screens. We know what they look like, Jess.
Yeah.
The officials don't.
He's good at it.
But, I mean, if you could see it from up here, I would think you could see it from down on the floor.
Because he goes to set the screen, and before the defender he screens gets to him, he turns his
moving,
back. Right,
yeah.
he turns his back and then backs him down the lane. So I guess we just need to fight through that a little harder.
Yeah.
More confident with our ball handling. We have had a couple turnovers here. Unforced, maybe.
Last one was unforced. 2:12 to play first half. Been a tight one. This is the biggest lead for anybody all night. This 4-point lead by Baldwin. Darnell with it, being guarded by Nigaman, gives it up to Caleb Carr. Carl just pull the trigger. Heat check there. Dressler tracks down the rebound. Here come the Trojans back the other way. Troike. You saw a lot more slash into the bucket earlier by the Trojans. Not so much of it now. It just turned into a jump shooting team over the last few minutes.
Baldwin switched to a zone defense here. We'll see what we can do.
Down low to Troike, and he's fouled on the floor. That one's on Grossner. That's his first. Second team foul on Baldwin. Troike to the elbow to Nigaman. And another bad pass. Troike says it was deflected. The official didn't see it. Baldwin basketball. Trojans with 4 quick turnovers here over the last few minutes.
Yep.
And the offense is just kind of ground to a halt.
Yeah, it went stale, haven't they?
Hit down low. Darnell kicks it back out. Zembecki shot on the way. Won't go. Tipped around. Baldwin to the loose ball. Grossner gives it up to Caleb Carr. Now back to Grossner. They'll swing it. Carr's shot won't go. And here comes Troike back the other way. And he's going to be fouled before the shot by Dressler. And they're going to get this one on Darnell. That's his first. Third team foul on Baldwin. Trojans inbound it. Troike down low to Nigaman. Back up top to Kester. Thought about 3 over in the corner. Damon left open. He shoots, can't hit. And rebound comes down to Cooper Carr, who had Dressler boxed out.
Baldwin may be looking to play for a final shot of the half here.
See if the Trojans try to put some degree of defensive pressure, if they're just going to stand back and let them hold the ball. Here comes Caleb Carr. Looking in the corner for Grossner. Can't handle it. Out of bounds to the Trojans. 5.4 left on the clock. See if Girard can get a shot off here. A good shot. And I think we're going to see some full court pressure by Baldwin, and they bring it. Girard works on their spacing here. We'll get it into McDowell. Ahead to Troike. Long 3 on the way, off the glass, won't go. And that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans trail it by 4. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. At the break, the Trojans trail it by 4. Our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, Trojans trailing it by 4 here at the break, Jess, and 12 points in the first quarter and then just 6 points in that second quarter as the offense just kind of looked discombobulated for the better part of that period. Trojans committing 4 turnovers over that span, and Baldwin able to take what was a 2-point deficit and turn it into 4-point lead.
Yep.
So
6-point swing.
To their credit, though, like you said, the Trojans have held Baldwin to 22 points here in the first half. Problem is that the offense just kind of disappeared a little bit over that second quarter. Let's take a look at some of the scoring totals for the first half. First for the home team, the Baldwin Bulldogs are led in scoring by Riker Grossner. He has 6 points. Cooper Carr and Caleb Carr have 5 each. And Sam Darnell and Talon Torres have 3 points each to round out scoring for Baldwin. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Aiden Schroike and Tommy McDowell. They have 7 points each. And then Luke Nigaman and Colton Dressler added a bucket each. And that's all the scoring in the first half for the Girard Trojans. That eye on the game brought to you by Kanar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kanar Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at canareyecare.com. We're going to take our second break of the GN Bank halftime show. When we come back, We'll look forward to second half action from here in Baldwin. The Trojans and the Bulldogs on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back out here to Baldwin High School. At the break, the Girard Trojans trailing the Baldwin Bulldogs 22-18. I'm trying to consult my tournament literature here, Jess, to figure out what happens. We know what happens if the Trojans win. I'm trying to figure out what happens if they don't win. That's what you do when you're down by 4 at the half. You start trying to figure out the alternate scenario just in case.
Yeah, I've got people hollering at me in the ear here.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up here.
As long as it's all PG-13.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
There's Rod Westcott's text. All right.
You going to find it before me?
Yep. So, the second will be the 2:30 game.
Ooh. These boys need to turn this around.
Yep.
2:30.
And
I see. Here we go.
Yep. 1, 2:30, and 4. So we were wrong all the time about the 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So the championship tomorrow is at 4 p.m. If the Trojans lose today, they play at 2:30.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's how I read it.
We are in Pool A. We would be the Pool A number 2. That's right. You're right, Jess.
Right, can't finish worse than
Cracky.
second.
All right, we'll step away for our final. Now we got that sorted out. We'll step away for our final break of the GN Bank halftime show. Trojans trailing by 4 here at the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back quickly out here to Baldwin High School. We're underway here in the second half. And the Trojans start off the second half much the way they finished the first half with a turnover. And Baldwin with the ball here, leading by 4. Cooper Carr again. They're going to get a moving screen finally.
Been doing it all night
against Darnell. And that one was just blatantly obvious. That's the second foul on Darnell. First team foul on Baldwin here in the second half.
That's another thing here we talked about, maybe the offense going a little stale. Tommy McDowell didn't play a whole lot in that second quarter. He had 2 quick fouls there in the first quarter.
Original starting 5 on the floor right now for Girard. McDowell with it, top of the key, gets it down low to Nigaman in the lane. Now they'll kick it around. Swing it over to McDowell on the wing into the far side to Nigaman. Now they continue to work it around the perimeter, looking for something down low. McDowell backing down. Hook shot in the lane won't go. Rebound comes down to Grossner. Quickly back the other way, Caleb Carr for Baldwin, guarded by Kester. This is Torres. Shot on the way, won't go. But rebound McDowell. And the Trojans look to push. Here comes Kester down the lane. Cross the way to Damon. Passes up the 3. Steps in. Little 15-footer won't go. Rebounded by McDowell. And he's going to be fouled on the floor. We'll see. It's either going to be on Grossner or on Darnell. And they get it on Darnell. That's 3 on Darnell.
That's big.
Trojans need to keep going right at him.
Yes.
I think that may be what Coach Westcott talked about in the locker room. Like these guys got 1 rebounder post player. Let's get him in foul trouble. Nigaman down low to Kester, off the glass, and it's good. First bucket of the night for Alex Kester. Trojans within 2, quickly ahead now to Carr. Kicks it out, picked off by Kester, almost lost it. Now the Trojans get it back. Quickly ahead to Troike, into the corner to McDowell. Near side to Troike. Cross court to Damon. Trojans continue to work the ball with the pass. Damon thought about a 3. Now McDowell will take it, and he hits a long 2. 9 points for McDowell. We're tied at 22.
Good start.
Trojans start the second half on a 4-0 run.
Yes.
Is that a run? I don't know.
I call it a run.
Caleb Carr down the lane. That was a carry and a half, but gets it back. And Nigaman pulls down the rebound off the putback miss. Troike baseline, kicks it into the crowd. Troike a little bit out of control. Wanted the push foul. Felt like he was pushed along the baseline, but you're not rarely going to get that call. As he's just a little bit out of control there. He had it initially, but had his back to the basket and made a late break down the baseline. Defense able to adjust and shut it down. Now Caleb Carr with it offensively. He's going to cut into the lane, kicks it out. Open shot on the way for Cooper Carr, and he hits for 3. And you can't lose these guys on the perimeter. That's what they want to do, is kick it out and shoot a 3. And as a defender, you've always got to keep that in mind. They want to dish out to open shooters. McDowell for 3, fading away, air ball. Trojans need to be pushing the ball under the basket to their larger players to get Darnell a little more foul trouble. And
they're going to leave him in the game for sure.
When things are going well, that's what the Trojans are doing. When things aren't going well, they're settling for jump shots on the outside. And there's a walk by Grossner. 9th turnover of the night on Baldwin. And they'll give it back to the Trojans here, trailing by 3. Under 5 to play third quarter. Girard needs to keep being aggressive about getting the ball under the basket. Kester to McDowell. 15-footer won't go. And again, another jump shot. Trojans miss, and here comes Baldwin. Lost it. Did Carr. Ends up with Nigaman. Ahead to Kester. He has it poked away. Scrum on the floor for it. And they're going to get a foul against Luke Nigaman going after the loose ball. That'll bring Brett Clevenger into the game. And Aiden Damon will sit. Baldwin with it here. Leading by 3. Trying to add to it. Grossner being guarded by McDowell. They get it down low to Carr, and they're going to whistle a reach-in foul. I believe they're going to get Aiden Damon with it, and Aiden Troike, and they do. That's 2 on Troike, 2 on the team for the second half. Caleb Carr working against Clevenger to the elbow. Shot on the way, won't go. Rebound tipped out by Darnell, and the Trojans just not doing a very good job boxing him out. Nigaman gets that rebound. Now the Trojans still trying to cut into this 3-point lead. Kester, he'll pull the quick trigger on the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around, loose ball, and it'll stay with the Trojans. Last touched by Torres of Baldwin. So Caleb Carr will sit. Cooper Carr checks into the game. Over the top, lob pass to Troike is good. 9 points for Aiden Troike. And Trojans cut it to 1. It's not a high-scoring affair, but it's close. Grossner dribbles back out, gives it to Zimbecki. Now back to Grossner, open for 3, and luckily couldn't hit that one. McDowell tracks down the loose ball. Trojans back in business offensively. Troike to the bucket, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Torres. Good look at it by Troike, just couldn't get it to fall. And once again, Baldwin pulls down a clutch rebound. They're back at it offensively. Zimbecki, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, McDowell. Here comes Girard. Troike pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound tracked down by McDowell. Back to Troike, into the lane. Shot won't go. Tip by Nigaman won't go, and he's fouled on the putback, and he'll head to the line. Luke Nigaman trying to earn it in there. And he did. Let's see who they get the foul on. Fouls on Grossner. That's his second. Third team foul on Baldwin. Nigaman misses the first. That's the first free throw of the night for any Trojan. For those of you scoring at home, at the 2:23 mark of the third quarter, the Trojans shoot their first free throw. Nigaman's second shot is good. Tied at 25. Luke will take a seat. Colton Dressler checks into the game. So it's Kester, Dressler, McDowell, Clevenger, and Troike on the floor right now for Girard. Caleb Carr. Now Grossner. Back outside to Carr. Cooper Carr, that is. Looking to kick it out, and he does. And that's a turnover. 10th of the game against Baldwin, and the Trojans get the ball back here, tied at 25. For as big a crowd as this is, Jess, they're pretty tame.
Yep.
Pretty tame crowd tonight.
25-25 ball game. Not a whole lot of offense being played.
A gritty, workman-like performance by both of these teams tonight. Troike almost lost the dribble, gets it back. And he got a held ball. And the possession arrow favors Baldwin. So effectively a turnover against Girard. Caleb Carr with it, finds Cooper Carr down low, and his shot blocked by Clevenger. But they're going to whistle Brett with the foul. I think he kind of slapped at it a little bit there, and that'll usually draw the foul. Clevenger's first. If you've seen over the last few weeks, Brett can stack them up quick, though, so keep an eye on him. As the first one rattles in for Cooper Carr. 9 points for Carr. Four of 6 from the stripe tonight as a team. Make that 4 of 7. Dressler comes down with the board. Troike with it offensively. Trojans trailing by 1. Dressler picked off the pass intended for Clevenger. Fortunately, they're on the same team. Damon into the corner. McDowell shot on the way, short off the iron, tipped around, and it's going to be Baldwin ball. They're coming back the other way in transition. Here's Caleb Carr, and it's good. 7 points for Carr. Into the lane to McDowell. He's fouled, and the shot is good. And one for Tommy McDowell. 11 points. Trying to make it 12 right here. This is just the third free throw attempt of the night for the Trojans. They're 1 of 2. This is a big one here for McDowell, though, so he could draw this one even. And it's off the mark. Baldwin by 1 there. But I tell you what, Jess gets under a minute. They start holding for last shot.
Yep.
Turned it over at the end of the first half doing this. See how this plays out. Dow guarding Grossner. Now this is Carr with it. They do a little weave outside. Carr to the elbow, kicks it out. His brother's shot on the way off the mark. Trojans with it. Clevenger has it. It's tipped away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Wow, but dangerous decision there. In transition by Clevenger. Fortunate Trojans keep possession. 2.1, you got a chance to catch and shoot if you're Girard. Troike catches at the three-point line. He'll take the shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans trail it by 1. We're headed for the fourth quarter. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Baldwin, Kansas. Trojans trail by 1. As we head into the fourth quarter, Trojans will have the ball to start the final frame. Baldwin 9-1 on the year. Their only loss to Eudora back on the 6th of January. Trojans having to take care of the basketball. Here is Baldwin cranking up the defensive pressure. McDowell with it. Draws a double team, passes out of it. Kester open under the glass for 2. 4 points for Alex Kester. Trojans on top by 1. Back and forth we go. Grossner with it. He'll give it up to Carr. Here's the other Carr down the lane. Nowhere to go with it, almost walked with it. I don't know. I'll get it down low to Darnell. Working against Nigaman into the lane. Nowhere to go with it. Gives it up to Zembecki. Now back to Carr. They'll reset as we tick down around 7 minutes. This is taking a full minute off the clock here.
Yeah, if you want a defensive instructional video, here's one.
Shot no good. Nigaman there for the rebound. Way short was Carr. Now Girard, let's make this possession count here for the Trojans. Kester working against Carr.
How's that not a foul?
That's not in this county. Kester lob pass over the top for Nigaman. His pass deflected out of bounds by Grossner. And it will stay with the Trojans. Girard with the ball in a 1-point lead here with 6.5 to play in the game. Against a very tough Baldwin Bulldog squad. McDowell to the bucket, and he's fouled.
It's going to be 4.
And he'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's going to be 4 against Sam Darnell.
Oh, no, they got 11. Grossner.
Oh, scratch that.
Yep.
That's 3 on Grossner. I'm sorry. And now McDowell at the free throw line once again. He missed earlier, 0 for 1 from the stripe tonight. And he hits this one. $12 points for McDowell. Make it 13. Trojans lead it by 3. Big possession here for the Bulldogs. Zembecki over to Carr. Wide open 3 for Grossner. Can't hit. And when you get tired, Jess, it takes a little something off that jump shot.
Oh.
And a bad pass way over the top by Troike. The right idea. They're trying to lob over the top of that defense to get the ball down low. But just way too high for McDowell. And Girard going to have to play a little more defense here, leading by 3. Carr with it. Darnell, now Carr will take the 3. No good. McDowell with the rebound for Girard. As we tick under 6 minutes to play in the game. Trojans by 3, trying to add to it right here. Down low to Damon. Fadeaway jumper on the left, down the baseline, won't go. And quickly ahead to Zembecki. And McDowell blocks it, and Damon's there to gather. That's 4 blocks tonight for Tommy McDowell. The Trojans turn it right back over.
Oh.
And they're going to get Kester with the foul on the far side.
Probably a good foul right there to slow that down.
And just, Trojans Something good, then something bad, Jess. Something good, then something bad.
Yeah, as long as we have more goods than bads by the end of it.
It's been the story of the night, but turnovers allowing Baldwin to hang in here down this fourth quarter stretch. The Trojans have forced some bad shots. They played good defense, just turning the ball over themselves, keeping Baldwin in it. There's a deflected pass. Zembecki around to Grossner. Now Carr with it. Now the other Carr. That's a carry. Into the lane. Able to get it out. Tipped pass over to Grossner. Now Carr. They're really having to work to come with some points here. Grossner will put it on the floor into the lane. Shot blocked. And Kester tracks it down for the Trojans. Good interior defense that time by Nigaman and McDowell. And Girard with it here, leading by 3. But, man, you'd like to see some points out of one of these possessions. They played such good defense. You'd like to see them cash it in on the offensive end. McDowell into the lane, kicks it out to Nigaman at the wing. And they'll reset into the lane to Kester. His shot off the glass is good. And there's a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. Coach Westcott wants to talk it over with, and I don't know that this is such an adjustment timeout, Jess, as it is a
rest.
Catch your breath timeout here
a rest,
for the Trojans.
Get a quick drink of water. And
it's good for the broadcasters, too. Let's just have a moment of silence, Jess.
Yeah, I'm good at that. What a game, man. What a game.
Well, it's coming right down to the wire, and the pace of this game, and not a very deep bench for Baldwin. And I think that fatigue might be becoming a factor when it comes to some of their jump shooting. They've had open looks and haven't been able to get them to fall. And fatigue will take about 6 inches, 8 inches off your jump shot. And we've seen that be the case here in the fourth quarter for Baldwin as they've come up short shooting the basketball. But Trojans need to string together some more defensive possessions. They want to come out of here with the win. Baldwin with the ball coming out of the timeout. Darnell with it. Gives it up top. Almost a walk by Torres. Grossman. Carr. The other Carr. Into the lane. Euro step. The foul in the shot. It's and one for Cooper Carr.
Well, it was a foul, but there was a lot more contact on both sides of the ball previously.
And that cuts the lead to 2, and that's dangerous because all the three-point shooters that Baldwin has on its roster.
Baldwin's going to come out and press.
If you're the Trojans, get to the bucket, get to the bucket, get to the bucket.
Here we go.
Nigaman down the lane, out to McDowell. Baseline, out to Troike. Into the lane, kicks it out to Damon, open for 3. 2. And there's a rebound by Baldwin, no traveling call. And here comes Carr to Darnell at the elbow. And here we go again. Grossner working off a moving screen. Carr into the lane. He'll kick it back out to his brother. Loses the dribble. Pele's it right into the hands of Luke Nigaman. Pass ahead to Troike. He's fouled, and the shot is good, and one for Aiden Troike. A big transition bucket for the Trojans. And it gives Girard a 4-point lead. Troike at the line here trying to make it 5. Got that one on Grossner. That's 4 on Riker. Troike's shot on the way is good. That's a big one, Jess.
Yep. Let's get Aiden a drink here, let Clevenger play.
A couple more possessions here for the Trojans defensively, and then things really speed up for Baldwin. Oh, gonna stand up. Bulldogs here with the ball, trailing by 5, under 3 minutes to play in the game. Cooper will drive baseline. And they think they're going to get Damon with this one.
Yep.
That's the most ticky-tack foul we've seen all day. 6 on the Trojans, so next foul will be bonus time for Baldwin. Same thing for Baldwin. Next foul they commit, it'll put Girard at the line. As they kick it around, Carr dribbles into the lane, into traffic, looking for help. Torres back to Grossner, shot on the way, off the mark, tipped around, rebound comes down to Alex Kester. And there's a player down for Baldwin. I think it's just a shoe issue as Carr. Oh, how's that not a foul? There we go. Jeez, man. That's like a right cross. Jeez. That one's on Caleb Carr. That's his second. 7 on Baldwin, so that sends Kester to the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Big free throws here for the Trojans coming down the stretch. Kester hits the first. 7 points for Kester, all in the second half. Trojans lead it by 6. And he hits them both. Senior leadership there by Alex Kester gives the Trojans a 7-point lead, 2.5 to play. And now, Jess, I think things kind of speed up. Baldwin, you can't have a minute-long possession to come up with a jump shot. Carr with it, pull the trigger quick, steps away, can't get it to go. Torres with it, kicks it out. Grossner, now the other Carr, baseline, kicked out of bounds by Nigaman, and that'll slow it down. It burns 17 seconds off the clock. And but once again, Darnell comes up with a big rebound, keeps the possession alive for Baldwin. Grossner gets it in to Darnell. Kicked away again by Nigaman. Full body defense. Luke Nigaman. They get it in to. Oh my goodness, man. Yep. Well, you saw it on tape, on the internet. Call that foul on Luke Nigaman. That's his second. And it'll send Sam Darnell to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He was completely out of control going into the lane there, and Luke lost it.
All right, not only that, Josh, these refs let him play all game. It's gotten.
Darnell's 1 for 3 from the line. Trojan fans letting the refs hear about it. First one rattles in for Darnell. That's his first point of the second half. He's got 4 tonight. Cuts the lead to 6. And if you're Girard, you need a long offensive possession coming off of this.
And make some free throws because they're going to have to foul you.
Second shot on the way from Darnell. No good. Rebound comes down to Troike. Over to Nigaman. And I would get the ball into the hands of a good free throw shooter if you're Girard. Nigaman with it. Gets it over to Troike. Oh, wet spot on the floor, and he hurt his ankle. Troike's hurt. Trojans need a timeout. The officials aren't going to give it to him for some reason. Gets hurt. Call a timeout. Jeez. And Troike, man, it looks painful. He's hardly able to put much weight on that left ankle. That's a big injury for the Trojans. Coach Westcott wants a full timeout. Aiden over to the bench. And training staff going to take a look at him. And it just was awkward. Wet spot out there on the floor that, I don't know, somebody might want to try and clean it up. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
they got the mops out on the floor, but they're not mopping the spot where the player slipped and hurt his ankle. Maybe get the drying pads out of the hands of the 10-year-olds. Well, it's still a wet spot out there, so keep an eye out for it. certainly hope Aiden Troike's okay. Just awkward as heck, and then you could tell he was hurt when it happened, and the officials completely unwilling to call an official timeout for an injury.
As they was mugging Negaman with the ball.
Right, and
I believe Baldwin was trying to commit a foul, and the ref just wouldn't let him have it.
Finally, Coach Westcott gets a timeout. So Brett Clevenger back in the game for Girard, replacing Troike. Nigaman gets it to Clevenger. And just stand there and hold it. Work it around. Trojans burning some time here as we're down around a minute and a half. Almost lost it there. And there's a foul on Kester from Caleb Carr. That's going to be 3 against Carr. 8 against the team, I believe. Yep.
Right, and they've got a couple in foul trouble. Some 3s and 4s.
Yeah, Grossner playing with 4. Caleb Carr has 3, and Darnell has 3. As Kester steps to the line here with the 1-and-1. He hits the first.
Big free throw. They're all big from here on out.
Kester hits them both. 4 for 4 from the stripe for Kester, all in the fourth quarter. Trojans by 8. Carr's shot on the way is good. And he just got really good penetration. Nobody picked him up and able to hit a little 8-footer. And that pulls Baldwin within 6 and a quick timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And can't let up on the defensive end, Jess.
No, it only takes Baldwin 5 seconds to run the court and score a basket.
Gotta run right down the court and get a shot like that. That's a high-quality shot. It's one thing if they run down and hoist a 3, but letting them within 6 feet of the bucket, coach can't be too happy about that. Nonetheless, the game is the Trojans to lose here with 1:25 to play, leading by 6. Again, this Baldwin in danger of falling for just the second time this year. They are the number 18 team in Class 3A, according to Max Preps. How much faith you put in that?
Yeah, looks like Baldwin has subbed in a number 14, Ryder Nye. I bet his job, he has one job right here, Josh. You want him?
Foul.
Yep.
He's the hacker. Negaman inbound from the far end. Ahead to Kester, back to Nigaman across center court. Over to McDowell, tipped away. It'll stay with the Trojans. Last touched by Cooper Carr, but that was close. Yep, that was close. Trojans will inbound again, 1:16. Nigaman against the clock, over the top to McDowell. Down to Damon in the corner. To Clevenger, back out to Damon. And they're letting them get real physical, and there's a foul against Nye, the designated hacker. And it'll send Brett Clevenger to the line. And is that double bonus?
Should be, I think.
I think it should be double bonus.
Nope, they're still saying it's 1-1.
Next one will be double bonus.
Front end of this, maybe not quite a must make at this moment, but
now you got shooters on the floor as they sit Darnell and Nye. Clevenger shot off the mark. Rebound comes down to Caleb Carr. Quickly back the other way. Here comes Baldwin. Carr down the lane. Scoop shot. Up and good. How about that? Once again, he gets dribble penetration right down the middle of the lane and a high percentage shot. Another timeout. And they're within 4, Jess. It's still a ball game.
Got to lead to
56.4. And you know they're going to foul super quick this time down the floor. And the Trojans need to make sure that the ball ends up in the hands of a free throw shooter. It's a 30-second timeout. We're staying right here. The winner of tonight's game will go on to play Augusta tomorrow afternoon at 4. in the championship game. The loser will play at 2:30, and will play
the 2 seed, which will be Wellsville.
Wellsville?
I believe. I don't hold me to
Who
that.
knows?
Right.
We just know it'll be at 2:30, whoever it is. I'll ask Bryce over here during break, see what he says.
I'm sure he knows more than I do.
I can, just looking at his sheets over here, I know he does more than I do. Nigaman inbounds it, and they get it ahead to Clevenger, and he's fouled and will head to the line.
Don't you have to at least attempt for the ball or just a push in the back? So
I don't know, but this is 2 shots right here for Clevenger. And, man, if he can make these are big free throws here. Off the mark on the first one. Clevenger 0 for 2 from the stripe tonight. And Trojans are leaving the door open.
Yep.
Leaving the door open.
Yep, that's.
Wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't a nail biter, Jess. Clevenger misses them both. 0 for 3 from the stripe here in the fourth quarter. Here comes Carr. Penetration once again, and it's out of bounds, Trojan basketball. Good no call there. If anything, it should have been a charge against Carr. We haven't seen one of those called all night. Well, I saw one called in the Augusta-Wellsville game. And they're going to mop up some moisture on the floor.
Trojans have missed their last 3 free throws, though, to try to extend this lead.
Yeah, Clevenger missed the front end of a 1-and-1 and then missed both of his next 2 free throws. McDowell gets it ahead to Kester, and he's fouled by Darnell. And Alex will head to the line now. Kester 4-4 from here in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. Let's hope Alex can keep that one going here with 43.1 left to play. Trojans hanging on to a 4-point lead. Wellsville chipping away.
Baldwin
chipping away.
Dang it.
Kester misses the front end. And now here come the shooters. Onto the floor for Baldwin, the speed team. Kester hits the second. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Quickly back the other way comes Carr. Back out Torres, shot on the way, off the mark. Rebound Clevenger, kicks it out to Nigaman. Luca put it on the floor. And there was no contact, but they whistled a foul anyway over there. I guess you're whistling the intent.
Try to foul.
You got to foul for the want to. But probably should have just let the clock run there. But nonetheless, it'll send Nigaman to the line to shoot 2. Trojans lead by 5 here with 31.6 remaining. First shot off the mark for Luke. Trojans just 1 of their last 6 from the free throw line. Nigaman hits the second. Trojans by 6. Here comes Carr down the lane, kicks out. Shot on the way from Zimbecki is good. First bucket of the night for Zimbecki. And it draws Baldwin within 3, and the Trojans got to keep playing here, Jess. You can't fall asleep on the defensive end against a team like this. And once again, you see an open 3-point shooter. And it bites the Trojans. Full timeout, we'll take it as well. Trojans by 3, hanging on. Trying to pull this one out here in Baldwin. We're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
23.2 seconds remaining. Trojans with the ball coming out of the timeout. They lead it by 3 over the Baldwin Bulldogs after a big three-point bucket by Joey Zimbecki, his first field goal of the game. Draws Baldwin within 3 of the Trojans here, and it's really come down to ball security and free throws for Girard. They get it over the top into McDowell, and he's fouled from behind by Cooper Carr. That'll be 2 on Cooper. You see Coach telling his team, no threes. McDowell will shoot 2, and McDowell kind of a streaky shooter. Hopefully he's feeling it here tonight from the line.
Oh, rolls it out.
One free throw would be huge here, Jess.
Yep.
The Trojans can make one free throw. How to give them the 4-point lead and really keep the pressure on Baldwin. You miss this free throw and all of the pressure is on Girard. And he hits.
Good job, Tommy. So here we go.
Trojans by 4. Torres with it. Out to Carr down the lane.
Don't foul.
Oh, no. You called that a blocking foul. And Nigament's feet were set the whole time. Oh, that's Clevenger, and they're going to get Clevenger with the foul. I guess they're going to say he was too deep under the bucket or something. But that's pretty much a textbook charge. And Carr's bailed out by the refs with a chance to pull Baldwin within 1 here. And the Trojans just need to settle down and make their next set of free throws, and then play some keep Carr out of the lane on the next possession. He's gotten into the lane every single time on the last 5 or 6 possessions here for Baldwin, and he hits the free throw. Caleb Carr quickly down the floor to Damon. His shot is good. Big bucket there by Aiden Damon as the Trojans beat Baldwin down the floor. That's the first field goal of the night for Aiden Damon. He's had a rough night shooting the ball, but that's a big one right there for Girard. Puts the Trojans back up by 3 with 10.2 remaining, and now got to play some perimeter defense and don't foul if you're the Trojans.
Yep. It's Baldwin's done it all night. They've done a great job of penetrating in, getting our defense sucked in,
and then
kicking out to a three-pointer
every time.
Yep.
And the Trojans got to be cognizant of that. You know Coach Westcott's telling them about it.
Let them have the layup right here.
Yeah, take that layup.
Yep, do not foul them. If
They'll take 8 seconds off the clock going down to get that layup.
Should.
If you play just a
touch of defense,
wet paper bag defense,
yep. No foul.
Slow them down a little bit.
Well, we kind of talked about how exciting this game could be, a good matchup here.
Well, the Trojans have certainly had their chance to put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter and struggled at times from the free throw line and then just giving up the dribble penetration to Cooper Carr, Caleb Carr, left and right here in this fourth quarter, and it's really hurt them.
Right, and I'll go all the way back because that's how I look at sports. If we get done anything in the second quarter, this shouldn't be a ball game.
Right. Yeah, Trojans put up 6 points in the entire second quarter. But ancient history, bro.
Yep, no fouls here.
Now here comes Carr. Kester checking him. Gets it over to Torres. Layup no good. McDowell with the rebound, and he's fouled. 0.1 seconds on the clock. Trojans are going to get out of here with the win. They whistle Riker Grossner with that one. That's his 5th, so that'll do it for him. He'll foul out with 1/10 of a second left on the clock. McDowell to shoot 2 for the Trojans, and if he makes one of these, that's it.
I got goosebumps, Josh.
What?
Got goosebumps. That was pretty exciting down the stretch there.
What's kind of chilly in here, Jess? And if the Trojans are able to pull this one out, Jess, it's a huge win.
Big win.
Oh. Rattles out for McDowell. Leaving the door open.
Yep. At 0.1 seconds, don't foul.
You definitely like to just. Oh, there it is. Oh, strategic miss by McDowell, and that's going to do it. Trojans win this one 45-42, handing the Baldwin Bulldogs just their second loss of the season. The Trojans improved to 7-2, and they'll play in the championship game tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. against Augusta.
Should be another good one.
It should be, and we'll have that game for you here on Girard Sports Live. We're going to take a quick break. We come back, we'll fire up the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. Figure up all these scoring totals for you tonight and look forward to tomorrow's matchup with Augusta. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Trojans win this one 45-42 over the Baldwin Bulldogs, handing the Bulldogs just their second loss of the season and advancing the Trojans to the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. They'll play tomorrow at 4 p.m. against Augusta. So you better make sure and tune into that. We'll have it for you here on Girard Sports Live. We do want to let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 30 years experience, or has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the policy that's right for you and your family, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the ball game. First off, for the Baldwin Bulldogs, they're led in scoring by Cooper Carr and Caleb Carr at 12 points each. Next was Riker Grossner, finished with 6. Talon Torres and Joey Zembecki had 3 points each to round out the scoring for Baldwin tonight. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He had 14. Aiden Troike had 12. Alex Kester added 11. Luke Nigeman finished with 4. Aiden Damon and Colton Dressler added a bucket each, and none bigger than Aiden Damon's bucket there coming down the stretch, Jess. And the Trojans able to win this one 45-42 over a very tough Baldwin squad. Those game totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. We'll step away for our second break of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. When we come back, we'll talk over tonight's game, preview the game tomorrow against Augusta. Maybe talk to Coach Westcott. We don't know. Long bus ride home tonight for the Trojans. Might skip that one. So all that coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back out to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. Girard Trojans win this one tonight over the Baldwin Bulldogs, 45-42. And if BJ will leave him alone for long enough, we'll bring in head coach Rod Wetscott of the Girard Trojans. And, Coach, big win tonight for your squad. And I think this game, up and down, really tested your guys' fitness tonight.
Yeah, it did. Probably really tested it for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Short turnaround, so we'll get to that here as soon as we get off of here. But, yeah, I was real proud of our kids. I thought they played extremely hard tonight, battled through some adversity, and really played a good ball game. Defensively, we locked down again. That's what we need to do. We need to make some free throws. We'll have to bring Jess in and teach him how to shoot free throws, I guess, is what we're doing. Hadn't been working. But Al stepped up and hit some big ones there in the fourth quarter. He really had a nice game tonight. 13 can really go. He's been averaging 17 a game. I don't know what he had tonight, but he's a really good player for them. And they got so many guys that can shoot the ball. They're just a tough team to defend. Thought Luke really took care of the middle for us, did a good job inside tonight, and that really helped us on the perimeter once we figured out that Luke was able to handle it inside on his own. So good team win, proud of the kids. we got to get some Gatorade in them and get them home.
And there were periods tonight, that second quarter, just 6 points for your team through the second quarter, when the shots just weren't falling for you guys. But I thought they did a great job of hanging in, and that pesky defense really didn't let Baldwin get any breathing room.
We scored 6, but I think we give up 5 in the second. So I can deal with that any time. Obviously, you'd like to see the ball go in the hole, but, sometimes defense is not a thing of beauty, but our guys are gritting it out right now and giving us a shot. So hopefully we can continue.
Well, tomorrow, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it seems like you're just going to drive to Girard, turn around and drive back.
Yeah, we need to get home. And, we didn't know today, the last couple of we haven't known who we were going to play.
Well, you're playing Augusta, and I can tell you one thing, the weight room is open at Augusta.
Yeah, they got some big kids. So be a good battle for us, another good test. We just got to get our legs under us and get home, get to bed, and get back up here and see what happens tomorrow.
All right, well, I'll take that subtle hint, and we'll let Coach Westcott go here and get the team on the bus and get home to Girard. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, Coach. Congratulations,
Sounds
big
good,
win.
Josh. Thank you.
All right, Trojans come out tonight 45-42 over the Baldwin Bulldogs, and as you can see, they're turning the lights off on us here in the gym here in Baldwin, and so I think we'll just go ahead and sign off. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 4 for the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. Trojans taking on Augusta in the championship game. You've been watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.